From the Digital Media Production Studios of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, this is Hawk's Eye View, a weekly segment of interesting people and events on campus. Here's today's Hawk's Eye View.
Good morning. You're watching Hawk's Eye View, and today I'm your host, Tyler Holmes. Joining me today is Mr. Linderkamp, who is the social media director for the PR team behind the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Mr. Linderkamp.
Good morning.
Nice to have you here. Could you tell us a bit about what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm the social media coordinator, which I've been doing now for almost 2.5 years. And essentially I'm here running the social media channels and also working on campaigns like the Retool Your School program, which I'm doing right now.
And that's the program involving the Home Depot. I've been seeing ads about it on YouTube every so often, but could you explain some more detail about it?
Yes, so it's a program from the Home Depot that's existed since 2009. It essentially gives HBCUs an opportunity for upgrading and beautifying our campuses. So it's a big opportunity because the grant is between $40,000 to $150,000 for the campus improvement grant. So right now I'm essentially organizing as much as possible to get more people motivated to participate.
What is it that they actually have to do in order to participate?
One of the things is just for there to be more awareness. I've noticed that a lot of students didn't even know about it, even though it's existed for so many years. So just to say this, in 2013, UMES did win it. We were a top runner then. In 2016, we did well. In 2021, when I was managing it, we also did well. We were like in 11th place. You have to be in a top 10 in order to win. So just to get more students aware about it, that it even exists, I'm doing that by just myself getting out more by communicating with the SGA and with other students by distributing posters all over campus and putting out more posts and things like that.
So is it something that students would have to do certain posts, either on Instagram, Twitter, any social network? Like, what sort of posts are they working with? Like, what do we have to, document?
Yeah, so that's one of the ways. One of the ways is they can vote by tweeting on Twitter or posting on Instagram using the hashtag RYSUMES and also retweeting and reposting. That's one way of voting, and spreading the word for people to go to the website, which is retoolyourschool.com/vote. At that website, that's the second way of voting, is you go to the website and you essentially vote as many times as possible by clicking through to vote for UMES. It's kind of like a point system. You want to get as many points as possible. So I'm also encouraging that people really vote as many times as possible. Some people think, hey, I voted once, I voted twice, or 5 times. It's not about that. We got to vote hundreds of times in order to.
And well, it is like one of those things that ask for you can vote once from this email, or you can just vote as many times from whatever email. Like, what sort of information are we putting into our votes? Like, how does that work?
Well, it's a pretty basic system. You go to retoolyourschool.com/vote. We're in cluster 2 since we're a mid-sized school because we have up to 4,000 students. And it's out of 3 clusters. So essentially, you just search for University of Maryland Eastern Shore. You can type in MAR or Shore, and then you'll see our school. You essentially just click on our school and click Vote Now. And then you have to get through the CAPTCHA, and you just do that as many times as possible, over and over again.
Are there any upgrades you'd actually like to see at school? Something you want to see get done here?
We would like to improve this year residence halls. So especially student apartments, maybe clusters, as many residence halls as possible that essentially have issues right now.
Thanks for joining us today. This has been very eye-opening. I hope a lot of people start to vote for the school. Again, I'd like to see some changes. You'd like to see some changes. I'm sure everybody has some sort of change they'd like to see on campus. So now we know how to do it.
So yeah, I hope that this gets out the message to everyone in the UMES community, and that we all support our Hawks with upgrading the residence halls.
I'm glad you mentioned the date. You said March 20th was the end date?
March 26th.
26th, all right. Well, I can't wait to see how the results turn out. But again, thank you for joining us, and this has been Hawk's Eye View.